So now we're going to look at that awesome 411 entry against the combat base as well, where his center of gravity gets lowered and his legs become hard to manipulate. We do gain access to another lever. Instead of his leg now being completely straight up and down as we attacked the 411 position last time, he's going to, with the combat base, have his leg off to the side here. And so his weight will always be transitioning into his knee more than his foot. And we're going to be able to use that to access this leg as a lever now to be able to make it lighter, manipulate it, and enter into the position. Let's turn here. So he's on live toes, and there's going to be this space underneath his instep here. What we're going to look to do is create that reverse X, but instead of having to now bring our leg all the way through and underneath the knee here, which is not going to work because it's super sturdy, I'm going to bring it just to here. So it's actually an even easier motion now for me to just bring this leg and hook here. What I'm going to do is look to start shifting his weight forward onto me. In the gi, this is really easy because we got the collar grip. We can potentially control the head, but I'm going to get into control of his wrist, and I'm just going to look to start shifting his weight forward and pulling up more on this leg than kicking up in his hip. I'm doing it with both, but this lever is going to give me better control than this leg in the hip. I'm going to try and keep his weight shifted, so I'm not going to keep pulling just straight up. I'm going to use a bit of force to generate into his hands. Out here, I can frame the armpit, and now I'm going to elevate like this. My arm reaches down to the calf, kicking through, entering into that 411 position. So as I'm here, if he's already leaning out like this is going to make everything so much easier because the weight's already starting to share into his hand a bit here, making his lower body lighter. Leg comes down and hooks. This leg is still framing at his chest, so I'm not going to be susceptible to being passed. From here, I keep his weight shifted off to the side as I look to elevate him like this. Catch the leg as soon as I can. I can reach through like this if I needed to at any point, but it should be safe doing this because he's not very mobile. Entering into the 411, dropping down to this side, making sure that we're controlling over top of the far leg so that we're not going to be disqualified. We can also do this even if our opponent has dead toes. So we can just knock them over if we wanted to, but even though that he has dead toes, while it eliminates a lot of space here at the foot, there's usually still always going to be space right here, a little bit above the ankle where the shin is, because just of how the leg is designed, and most people's ankles can't fold all the way completely flat here. And so if we slide our toes along the mat, we're going to be able to catch underneath and still access that as a lever. So if we go this direction, Kevin drops down, dead toes, this foot is going to look to not just go here where he's dead toes in the back, top of his foot is connected to the mat. I'm going to go a little bit higher up to his shin and slide underneath like this. Let's turn slightly. So from here, nothing. I slide here, about where his pants are, up on his shin, and I slide into that space. He doesn't have very good base from here, and if he doesn't like it, he's going to start to try and move, and as he tries to move, it's going to give me better access. From here, his weight, I try and keep it a little bit more into his hands here, and I start elevating this leg up to me, lifting his hips. So I'm rocking myself back to then catch the leg and drop him down into the 411. So excellent entry. While he becomes more stable and his legs become stronger frames, there's always going to be that L-shaped bend in his leg, and if we can reach it with our foot, then we're going to be able to access that as a lever to enter into the 411.